Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I haven't posted in quite a while, but now that we're in quarantine, I actually have time to film something, but I realized I don't know what to film. So, I've been wanting to do a journal flip through for a long time. The thing is, I don't have a journal to flip through because I'm currently writing in my journal and I'm not really decorating that much, so I don't like to show pages that I just write. I like to show pages that I've decorated, so I figured I have this bullet journal that I stopped using that I could show you. This is my first ever attempt really at bullet journaling. I have some other things that like I made some similar spreads in, but this is my first official like bullet journal. I had it from 2017 to 2019 on and off, so there's many months that I didn't even use it for or that are just empty or anything, which you'll see. But it's kind of like my failed bullet journal, but in a way it's not really a failure because it's the first one I ever used. So this book is kind of more like me figuring out what I like to do with it. So yeah, I decided that for 2020 I was just gonna move on because I do have a lot left, like a lot of empty pages left, but I just don't want to continue in a book that I've had since 2017. So yeah, and this is like the bullet journal one that's made for bullet journaling, so it has like these things, which I don't know if I even use these, I don't know, but and then it comes with these tips, and then it has an index, which I don't really care for. It doesn't really, I mean, I did use it like a bit, but it's not really that important to me to have an index. Like I wouldn't make an index if it didn't come with it. Future log, it comes with the future log thing too, so. And then the first ever monthly spread that I did, monthly like welcome page. I love this. I don't remember where I got this idea from, but it's definitely not mine. Any artwork you see in here, I definitely did not make it up. Like someone made it. So if you know who has something similar or like it looks like it could be inspired by, let me know. But normally I'll see things on like Pinterest and copy them and or like do my own thing inspired by that. So this was inspired by someone, I think on YouTube, but I can't remember. This was like years ago and I never wrote down who gave me the inspiration. So, oh yeah, I was going to England doing a study abroad program and I had to like make a packing list. Here's this cute little page. I do like this page a lot. It just doesn't, if you have a lot of tasks to do, it doesn't work very well. Here's a brain dump that I only wrote one thing on. I messed up this, I was drawing out this calendar and I messed it up. So I just kind of taped in a paper that has like a quote, which I think, I honestly don't hate it. I think it's actually kind of cute. Here I did a what makes me happy page, but like I never filled it up, which I think I want to put a page like this in my current bullet journal, but I don't know if I'm going to do 2 full pages or just do 1. And here are movies to watch with Ethan, which is my boyfriend I've been dating since 2017. And I think we've seen more. I just never checked them off. Some of them are checked off or highlighted that we've seen, but some we have already seen together and I just never came back and like kept track of it. This page, I really love this spread. It's not really practical for me though. Like I didn't fill in most of it, which you'll see eventually. Like there's some spreads that I pre-made that I don't end up using, but I think it looks really nice, so I might use something like this in my current one because now I have time. And this is a June page. I didn't make like crazy spreads just because I was going away, so all that I have for June is really just this week. And then I have a huge packing list for what to bring to England, and I didn't come back till July, so I didn't bring this with me to England. But I came back in July and I tried to make a habit tracker and I tried to like have goals and everything, which I think came out really cute. But I didn't keep track of it. Like every time I have a habit tracker, I have a habit of not using it. So yeah, that's what pretty much happens. So there are a lot of things I did do that I just never really kept track of. I have a spending log. I don't care if you see what I spent. Like this is so old. Like it's not even relevant anymore. But I love this page. I love how like I did the cursive, and then I like kind of like just used a marker or a highlighter to kind of just highlight it around it. But the thing is, again, like these little thin spaces, like I don't have any space for like actual tasks. I just had nothing to do apparently during this time. But 3-month anniversary. A bucket list for things I wanted to do with him. And I like to leave space for like lists, but I never end up using them. Like I never end up using the extra space that I give. August is pretty pathetic. Like I have an August, like just an August page with just goals, right? And then just spending log, and that's it. Then I have September. Like it just gets more and more pathetic. So September I just have this, and I literally just have schedules for school. Then I have one weekly spread, and then I have some goals. And then look, so this is what I'm talking about with as far as like, if I'm busy, I either will use my bullet journal or I won't. I definitely don't have time to sit and draw out the spreads when I'm busy. So you'll see what I end up doing later on when I actually have a lot to do. But I pre-made this and I never really used it. I just wrote 2 things and then I never filled anything out. So I ended up not using this anymore, I think, after this. Then I have spending log, books I want, and I only have 2 books. And then October is probably the worst month of 2017 because I literally only have October and this, and then it just goes straight to November, which I think November is adorable. I love the watercolor. I would totally do watercolor again, but again, I only have that, and I have some pages that I can't show you because there's like personal information, but I have no weekly spreads, nothing, just some like random notes I was taking in here. And then so this is what I ended up, this is the first time that I think I used this, and it actually worked for me so well. What I would do is I would do like a daily sort of thing, and I would try to keep it all in 1 page or all in like 2 pages. But I would do like a daily thing where I would just list out everything I wanted to do in that day. And then when I was done making my list, the next day I'd come back and do a header for that day the next day. You know, so I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I didn't do anything Saturday, Sunday. So I don't have Saturday, Sunday here because I didn't do anything. I didn't have anything I wanted to get done that day. So I just didn't write it. And I think that works better for me. And that's what I've been doing since then. But this is the neatest I think it ever was. Just because I used like a stencil to trace the words and everything. And then I just kind of wrote what I wanted to get done. But after that, you're going to see like how messy I actually, once I have a lot to do, it gets pretty messy. But anyway, this is my December page. I love this page actually. My 2 favorite pages are my May page and this December page. And I love this December calendar because I just doodled around it, and I think it came out cute. But again, I had more time. Like, so it really, how cute the journal gets is really how much time I have, which is also, you can see that in my regular journals as well. But so I have a habit tracker, which I did keep track of some things. I never kept track of these, which I know that I did do more than this. Like I just didn't write, I didn't keep track of it. A spending thing. This good deeds was, we tried to do this thing where every day we would do like a good deed until Christmas, and it kind of failed. The only person that really took it seriously was my sister, but I did a few of them. Okay, so like here's where it starts getting kind of messy, but again, this isn't even that bad. And I actually did add some washi tape, so it's not too bad. This is a Christmas list of like, you know, a lot of people ask me what do I want for Christmas, so like these are some things I like, so if they want to get me one of these things, that's cool. Some gift ideas that I wanted to give people, and a continued Christmas list of things I like. Again, the same exact layout. See, I skip Wednesday here because I don't need it. Like a Tuesday and Thursday, I didn't have anything to do Wednesday, so I guess I just skipped it. Another shopping list. And then here I just have Monday. And then I had nothing else because this was the 18th. The 18th of December, and then Christmas happened and I didn't really want to do anything, so I didn't like keep track of anything. And then here I have 2018. I have January. I messed up here. I was trying to do a monthly calendar and I just messed it up. So I just was like, okay, I'm gonna make this just a January page. I have a tracker page. I have this monthly layout, which I don't really like very much at all. I don't think it looks very cute. It gave me more space, that's why I tried it out, but I don't like how it looks. And then here I have like just a bunch of pages that have like personal information, so I'm not going to share that. But again, the same kind of like daily sort of spread. February, I do love this page. I taped in these little I glued in these little post-its, which if you actually see post-its later on, that means that it's covering things up, but not on this page. This page is not being covered up. It's just, I glued this in for February because I wanted it to be like hearts themed. And then I kind of started doing the trackers on the same page as my, my monthly calendar. And again, with this was a 5-day workout plan. My sister was having a party, and we were having a party for my sister's birthday, and I wanted to make sure that I was exercising the whole week before, because I had been exercising, and then I was like, I can't like slack during the week before, so I was like, I have to keep track of it. So I did like a whole dedicated page to it, I think. Again, just ugly, not neat. This is actually cute too, but it's not my favorite page. But March, and this is a mess. Like I just have a calendar, and I have the goals, and I have this and that and this, and it's just all bunched together. This is where it starts getting really, it's just very messy. But again, it's just for me to get stuff done. Like, this is kind of cute actually. I wish I colored it. I could go back and color it, but April is my favorite month because it's the month that my boyfriend asked me to be his girlfriend. And so this is when we had been together for a full year, and I wanted to color the cherry blossoms pink. Cherry blossoms are really special to me because that was like, he gave me a cherry blossom. It was a whole big deal. But anyway, so yeah, if you see cherry blossoms, I'm always going to do cherry blossom theme in April because that's when he gave me a cherry blossom, and that's the month like that we started going out and all that stuff. So yeah, but here's the sad part. We have like this kind of like, I really do like how this is. It's kind of minimal, but I really do like it. And then it's just like this ugly month because I had actually gotten a job during this month, and so like I had no time to really sit there and make anything look pretty. So like everything was just a mess, and it slowly gets worse from there. The busier that I would get is what I wanted to do every day. Just a quote, and then we have May, and again an ugly calendar, and then when I got paid, ugly calendar. We have just, you know, more ugliness, like nothing pretty. And then this is a workout that I found on Pinterest. That's the person that I found it from. I actually gave credit here. But yeah, and then I have like beauty products I wanted to buy. I basically wanted to make pages where I had lists of things that when I thought of them, I could come back here and write them down, but I just never kept track of that. Then we have June. It's ugly, and I also didn't use it. Yeah, that's it. That's all for June. And then we have July. Another ugly spread that we didn't use, and then a few pages that I can't show you. A failed weekly schedule. And then here is a very messy schedule that I made that I did actually use, but it's so messy. I wish I'd made it nicer. And then I just have a random page about like date ideas, which I don't know if that's very helpful, but this page is actually really cute. I forgot what gave me this idea to do the little wreath thing. I know I got it from somewhere. I can't remember. This is too long ago to remember. But and then again, another tracker. Here is my favorite. This is one of my favorite pages just because it's so funny to me how busy everything was, and everything I did, it's like, this is practical to me, and like I knew what I was writing, but like looking back now, like it's so hard to look at for me. So like my goal for going forward is to really just make everything look better than this. But again, I was really busy, so I just kind of wanted to at least jot everything down, and then when I had time, try to make everything pretty. But so here's a Christmas wish list for 2018, just things that I was interested in. I really just put on a wish list. Things I needed to do. Buy fake nails. Oh yeah, I did my own nails using fake nails and like painted them and everything, and it was really funny. Like it actually worked out pretty well for the day. 2019 is probably the most disappointing. Like this just gets really depressing the more you like. Look how pretty that is the first day I used it, and then look how like ugly this is like 2 years later. Almost 2 years later. Oh my god, I can't speak. But anyway, so yeah, we have this really ugly year at a glance, a random day. April, again, cherry blossoms, but it's not as cute as the other one. And then I'm covering this up because these are some video ideas I have that I haven't done, and I want to keep them like a surprise. And I don't want to like share them yet because I haven't done them. This was a schedule that I wanted to have. Because I want to do like Pinterest every day, Instagram every day. I want to have a YouTube schedule where I film and I edit and I know like when I'm supposed to do all that stuff. This is May. That looks kind of cute. And then we have this. Like this is kind of normal for me, like what I normally do now. But yeah, I'm just kind of sad that like it's not pretty anymore. A big failure. I did not do anything here. I literally made this page just for the last 2 weeks of August, and I just didn't keep track of anything. Then we have October. Here's the funniest part for October is like I have this. It's a money tracker, and it says amount, and it has this. I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean that I had this much? Does this mean that I made this much? Does it mean that I spent that much? Like, I have no idea like what I'm talking about. And then another really messy page. November. Another messy page. And then we have December, which I did in pencil in order to try to be more neat. But I was supposed to go over it with pen and I never did. That's why I try not to do the pencil thing. And then I just have 2 pages and then we're done with the whole entire book. These empty pages that I have, my plan is to still use them for like a practice spread or like practice doodles for my current journal. Like if I want to do something and I want to practice first, I'll use these pages just because I don't want them to go to waste. But yeah, like I really don't like... I have a love-hate relationship with this just because like it is the first bullet journal that I ever used, and so I shouldn't hate it, but it's just not very cute at all. Like at first it was, and then it just kind of got kind of pathetic, but you know, I'm glad I have this just because it does have some things that were going on in my life, and it's good practice. Like I'm not gonna have a really nice journal at the first one that I do, you know, like every bullet journal that I use will get better and better. And also the goals I have for my current journal are really to be neater, to be more organized, to use spreads that are more productive and help me be productive and not like a waste of time, and to use it like every month as a planner, like and actually plan things out and like have my to-do list, which I've been doing pretty well with. It's mostly been using it for school, which I actually have it with me. So what I'm using now for my bullet journal, it's also a Lloydstrom, but it's not a bullet journal. This one is the Lloydstrom bullet journal, and this one's not because I didn't really need all the pages that it came with. I think this one just comes with an index, and that's it. It doesn't have a future log. It doesn't have all those random pages. It just has numbered pages, and I have my things. And I still do my messy pages, but that's because I use this while I'm at school, and I don't have time while I'm actually at school to make it pretty. So what my goal is, now that we're in quarantine and I'm not going back to school for the whole rest of the semester because it's canceled, we're just doing online classes. I now have time at home to sit and create monthly and weekly spreads that will help me be neater. So I know I'm going to be having to use them every day in order to organize my work and organize my schedule and stuff like that, but I will have time to make pretty spreads. So what I want to do is start doing like bullet journal with me, or like, you know, plan with me's and stuff like that. So look out for those. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. I'm sorry if like this wasn't really that nice to look at. You know, you see a lot of like flip throughs of like really cute journals, which really inspire me. I'm glad that those exist, but at the same time, I want to share mine just because I want people to know, like, it doesn't have to look like that, you know, like, it can be really messy, and all those messy pages actually were a lot more functional for me, and I actually got more done because I was just not thinking and just writing down what I had to get done and checking them off as I did them. So yeah, anyway, just wanted to share that with you, and hopefully I will be able to do a flip through soon of like my real journals and other videos and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon.